Alright, so just a few days ago, Pikmin 3 was announced for the Switch, and I would very much like to stream it and do a playthrough of it on this channel once it's out. Hold on, let me hit play here. But anybody who knows me knows that I don't like doing things out of order. I very much like to cover other games in a series first, leading up to whatever game is in question. Should I turn that down a little bit? It looks a little bit loud. I might turn it down a wee bit to like there-ish or something. I'm not sure. Hold on. I probably should have toyed around with proper audio levels for this game because that's a little bit loud. I want to make sure that my voice is clearly louder than it. So anyway, I've never actually played the first Pikmin game before. I know of it. I know about like the whole 30 days it needs to repair the ship and stuff. I don't know a whole lot about it, really. I played Pikmin 2 and I played Pikmin 3. I've literally never even touched Pikmin 1. I don't even know what the final boss of this game is. I don't even know if there is a final boss to this game, or if you just go around getting parts without bosses. I assume that there probably is, though. So, it'll be very interesting going into this blind. And not only that, I will be attempting to beat this in just one sitting, right now, start to finish. I plan on beating this entire game, and then that'll give me like 2 months of time to cover Pikmin 2 before 3 comes out on the Switch. That way I can play 3 on the Switch like right when it comes out, like release day maybe. I don't even know exactly what day it releases, so we shall see if it's a day I'm even busy on. But ideally, that's the idea. Also, it's been a while since I've played a game that is in this aspect ratio. So this will certainly be interesting. So I made like this entire area on the right that fits like my 2 cameras and such. Like there's no point for the other camera until later. This is probably gonna be a very, very long session. It's probably gonna start getting closer to the night, and then we probably will eventually be using the second camera for a doggy camera once the dog comes down here and starts laying on the couch and nodding off. It's currently nearly 7 p.m. so a few hours in, she's probably gonna come down and start relaxing there. I'll probably still do the same thing that I typically do with most games, where I turn off my camera during cutscenes. Maybe? Like, it depends if there's text, because otherwise I'm just staring at the screen watching the cutscene, and you just get to see like my dumb face looking at the cutscene being like, Maybe I'll do it if there's like text and stuff. I don't know. I don't think that there's anything I want to mess around with in options. So yeah, I am playing this on Emulator right now on my computer, and I'm using an Xbox 360 controller. So that'll be interesting. We'll see how this goes, I suppose. I did do a little bit of testing just to make sure that this worked. Apparently, it keeps saying that it wrote memory card contents. I did a little bit of testing just to make sure, like, this controller and everything works, and it seems like it does. Like, all I did was go around, get, like, the first few Pikmin and, like, get some items and stuff. That was pretty much it. So, I really haven't touched this game at all, really. So, I mean, hold on. I guess cutscene. I'll have camera off for now. At least I don't have to worry about my camera blocking part of the background in case I ever want to use anything for thumbnails like I would in a typical playthrough. Because most things are like the full screen aspect ratio, so I turn my camera off both so that you can see the full cutscene, and so that my camera doesn't block potential screenshots that I would use for thumbnail backgrounds. But I don't need to worry about that, I guess. Oh no, I got hit by a meat. I guess I can leave it on, whatever. It's been a while since I've had camera on during cutscenes for a playthrough. Oh no, Jeffrey. Oh no, we're gonna crash land, who knows? I know about the opening, like this part I did just to make sure that like this worked and I could use this controller and such. So, but apart from that, I don't really know a whole lot about Pikmin 1. I know about the 30 days, I already mentioned this. We're at the impact site. Also, it's very weird seeing, you know, a GameCube game like this in HD because it's emulated. Like, it really goes to show what exactly the models looked like back then, since there's no, like, blur that would have come from the original one. What kind of voice do I want to give Olimar? My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved Dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. Maybe I will turn it up a little bit. I might have turned the game sound down a little too much. I'll turn up a bit to like there and see what that looks like. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days if I can't repair the Dolphin Python. No, better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Poisonous oxygen as opposed to regular oxygen. Though to be fair, regular oxygen I'm fairly certain is poisonous as well if it's like in high concentrations. I'm fairly certain in high concentrations it already is. Which is why if you're like going scuba diving or something like that, you don't want your air tank to be filled with only oxygen. I might be losing my mind, but I'm fairly certain you do that, you're gonna poison yourself. Also, when I did this in testing, I ran around for like 10 minutes only to find out that you were supposed to go to like the center bit. Maybe I will turn it down a little bit. It's hard to tell proper audio levels for things. I'll try that for a bit. I literally ran around this area for like 10 minutes in testing last night. Before I found out I was supposed to come here, I was so confused. A strange thing has appeared before me. I barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it Dedue's seed? That's Fire Emblem Three Houses reference. Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. Oi, hey you. Hey you, can I... Let me grab you! Yoink! Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Out you come. Out of the ground. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I'm compelled. I must approach it and press A. Bam! I did it! I did it, you happy now, game? I did the thingamabob. Look at that. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there. Menacingly, I mean, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pikmin brand carrots that I love so much. I believe I shall call it Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive. Yet, I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A, and I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X as well. What'll it do with that? I'm pretty sure the first day is a throwaway day where there's no time limit and you don't have to worry about like anything really. It's just a tutorial on the controls. So the 30-day time limit is like, you've got that much time to be able to escape the planet. If you don't get enough parts back to your ship by then, well then, you'd lose. So this is a game that is literally possible to straight up lose it. Not like a game over, restart from last checkpoint, but just straight up lose. You lost the save file. Let's see here. So, let's see. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. L, rotate camera, hold to follow the cursor. R, zoom in and out. Z, change angle. Oh, my chat was off for whatever reason. Hello, Vit. How are you doing today? Oh my, I can't word say. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. I'm doing pretty well. I'm looking forward to trying out. Okay, so I can keep on rotating the camera like this, and I can tap it to rotate it like that. I'm doing pretty well. I'm probably not going to be doing super well by the end of this, considering I'm trying to beat this game in literally one sitting. So, it's going to be so late at night by the time that I finish this. So that's the whistle. So I'm good for now. Not going to be good for long. Okay, so X is dismiss then. And B is whistle. So let's start. Oh, what? What? Why is there a cutscene here? You'll be here for a few hours? Alrighty. Do you know any Pikmin by chance? What does this Pikmin think of me? I must observe its reactions. The more things I try, the more reactions I can catalog. I shall attempt to grab and throw it. I literally already... Okay, so the right stick is literally just telling your Pikmin to go to whatever side of you, so I can tell them to do big spins. My oh my. Gas, gas, gas. Look at him go. Look at him go. My oh my. So yeah, X is dismiss, B is call, and then A is throw. Got it. Grab the thing. Grab it. Ah, my nose. Get it. Get the thing. We must make more Pikmin. So, no, freaking grab it. So as I said at the very beginning of the stream, I have played Pikmin 2 and 3, but never 1. This is literally my first time playing 1, but since I played 2 and 3, I know fully well, like, how things work and such, essentially. Wow, it sucks not having, like, the right stick to be able to rotate the camera since it's telling the Pikmin which way to go around me. But I suppose I can get used to L to, like, change the camera. It's kind of like Ocarina of Time in that case. Where it's like, press a button to start facing that direction. Bam, we got a pellet in there. Sweet. We make more of them. Astonishing. The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be some sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study the strange life form more. Let's get more freaking pellets. I need more. Freaking bring it to the onion. Alright, we gotta pick more of these things. Run, grab them. Now, grab this one too. Jeez, the cursor's a little bit wonky because I move it with the left stick, the same thing that I can control like left and right with. So it's a little bit odd to say the least. Are there any other like single pellets that I could get while I'm here out and about? Oh, heck yeah, there is. Grab that one. Grab it. Where else? There's a 5 one. I need more Pikmin to carry that one. Friends. What? Dang it, I just threw one when I was trying to pick other ones. My oh my. Alright, we're starting to grow an army out here. We're starting to, bit by bit, expand the army. Are there... Can I not go up this slope? Really? It's like a one-way? Alright. I wasn't getting very used to the controls when I was, like, just testing this out. But now, I think I'm slowly but surely getting used to things here. Wait, honestly, you don't know this game? Normally you stick to your own tiny crack in the internet. I don't know how familiar you are with like Nintendo stuff in general. This game originally released on the GameCube in 2001, I believe it was. I think. Looks like we can grab this one over here to make a whole bunch of them. Basically the game where you amass a small private army of these Pikmin and try to escape the planet. So Captain Olimar here, his ship has crash landed on this planet. You can see it says day 1 at the top right. You have 30 days before your life support systems run out and you die on this planet. So you have those 30 in-game days to use your Pikmin army out here to find all your ship parts. I see one around that way, which is like the tutorial one, the engine. I think there's 30 parts in total, and if I recall correctly from hearing about this game from forever ago, I think you need at least 24 of them at the end of the 30 days in order to be able to escape the planet, and then like all 30 for a perfect ending, and if you have less than that, then you just lose, I think. So this isn't a super long game, and I'm trying to do it in one sitting, because one, it's not super long, and it'll be interesting to see, will I win, will I lose? I don't think that this will be super hard, probably. I don't see any reason why I could lose. It's probably not going to be super hard since it's a Nintendo game. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a perfect ending, though. But yeah, only Nintendo crap you know is the popular stuff that advertise like every 30 seconds of the day. Yeah, Pikmin's one of their more niche things. There's 3 titles in this series so far. Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups that perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin. Approach and press A to pick sprouts. Yeah, A to grab Pikmin, release to throw. This is literally my first time playing Pikmin 1. I'm going into this blind. Press B to call them, X to dismiss, use C to command and control the group. LR and Z control perspective. Wait, what's Z? Oh, it's like a major top-down. Oh, that's pretty neat. Alright, we need more Pikmin. So yeah, the first one released on the GameCube in like 2001. The second one also released on the GameCube, I think in like 2004 or something like that. And then the second one also released on the Wii in like 2009 or something. And then much later on the Wii U, they released Pikmin 3. Like way after the fact. There was a big time jump there. And then just a few days ago, Nintendo announced that Pikmin 3 from the Wii U is coming to the Switch with like some new features thrown into the mix. So the reason that I'm streaming this right now is because I would very much like to stream Pikmin 3 on the Switch right when it comes out. But I only like doing things in order, so we're gonna do 1 and 2 first, and I'm gonna try to do 1 in 1 sitting, and hopefully not die on this planet here. But if that's what happens, then too bad. We're moving on to 2 anyway, I guess. Are there any other single pellets over here? Yeah, speaking of small games, you're trying to get Portal 1. It's only like an hour and a half long, but you've heard it's cool. I've heard good things about Portal. Is it really only an hour and a half long? Because if that's the case, like, I keep telling people who recommend it to me, like, I probably don't have the time to get to it. But if it's only like an hour and a half long, I can probably do that at some point. Maybe. And hello, Anima. How are you doing? Have you got a bit of a cold, Anima? Is that what's going on here? Anyway, so there's only 3 games in this series so far. The third one released on the Wii U. It's going to be releasing on the Switch on October 30th, I believe. I don't know what day of the week that is, so I don't know if I'll be able to play it like right on release, but hopefully I will. So that's why we're trying to do 1 and 2 first. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife almost told me I was no good at routine tasks. Guess I'll try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. Distinguish how? Like, what does the glow mean? You said that I can use the glow to distinguish them. It doesn't say what the glow actually means, though. Does it mean they're, like, more powerful or something? You what? Okay, I got freaking 25 of them. Look at this. We got a small private army now. Look at this. Isn't it great? But yeah, second one is like 3 or 4 hours. That one may be a problem for you. And Pearl's long if you don't have the brain meat to work. Oh, that is what you're saying. That may be a problem for you. Yeah, I know that it's a very intriguing puzzle game. Have I missed anything over here? Can I get through into here already, or am I not allowed to so far? Because I don't think we have a time limit on the first day. I think the first day out of the 30 days is like the one freebie day where you don't have a time limit. I don't think we can get through there. They're just giving up. What a bunch of slackers. My, oh my. You got the 301st Pick a Regiment? Yes. Yes, indeed. Hello, hello, Kara. How are you doing? We're doing a freaking single-sitting Pikmin attempt. That's what we're doing. Do you know any Pikmin by chance? How are you doing today? Wait, the engine's like clipping through the ground a little bit. It's wonky. Here, throw them at it. Oh, they're starting to lift it in the middle of the cutscene. Wacky. Man, it's so weird seeing a GameCube game like this in HD with like no visual blur. Amazing. There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I've already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the Dolphin? Pikmin. Also, interestingly enough, Olimar's ship is named the Dolphin because that was the code name for the GameCube while it was, like, in development. So that's, like, a cool little Nintendo nod there. Okay, that's all 25. But yeah, I think this is the earliest you've been. You got here when the time was at -443. How, what? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. How, what? Having a bit of a rough day, to be honest? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything that you want to talk about? Or nah, just... I don't know how to words from here. Nah, just let it be, I guess. But yeah, how am I doing? I'm doing pretty alright. A couple days ago, I hosted a tournament for Fragapalooza, the biggest Smash tournament that I've ever hosted. It had a $200 prize pool, 131 entrants, though a lot of people DQ'd. A lot of people did, unfortunately. But it was still really cool to host. I streamed for freaking 6 hours for that tournament. And it was certainly something. It just said -443 where the time is normally. It's working now? That's odd. Negative time. That was fun. Oh yeah, the tournament a couple days ago. Yeah, it was really cool being able to host a tournament of that scale. Like, I'm honored that Fragapalooza, you know, trusted me with hosting and basically managing their entire Smash tournament. That was really cool. Like, Fragapalooza is still going on until tomorrow. So I figured, hey, during one of the Frag days, let's just do like something really crazy, like try to beat Pikmin 1 in one sitting now that they announced 3 is coming to the Switch. One of those down moods that has no cause, you can't even remedy it yourself. But you are getting high right now, so I guess it's not too bad right now. Yeah, I can't words, I swear, I try to say words and I just can't. Well, glad to hear that that's helping at least. But yeah, so that's first, once you got to be here at a good time. What, first Smash tournament? Yeah, they can definitely be really interesting to see. It looks like I'm going to be hosting another one next week Saturday as well, probably, which will be VGLS Jailbreak 4. I hosted VGLS Jailbreak 3 for the Smash crew that I help out with VGLS. So that'll be one of like a much smaller scale, but still should be a fun event. Like, I doubt there's gonna be 131 people registering for that. Those ones, usually it's anywhere from like 20 to 30, maybe 35. So like much smaller, but still fun times. Oh, glorious. With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back towards home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. My, oh my. That sounds pretty crazy there, Vit. I think I might actually turn off chat during cutscenes and such. maybe camera 2 for some of these, because this is probably gonna be like parts where, since I'm gonna be cutting this up into parts, into like various episodes, it'll be good to have parts like this, where it can easily transition. So yeah, at the end of every day in Pikmin, you kind of do take off in your ship and just kind of, you know, go into orbit around the planet, just to be safe from all the night creatures and stuff. But apparently we don't have enough parts to actually escape the planet. I've somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see the Onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface. Or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Do they want the 3 numbers on the back of my credit card? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. So as long as we get at least one part per day, we'll be okay. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hockatate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such a short time? Things that I never thought I'd read. A dense forest is visible on the surface below, as it holds the keys to my survival. I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. Alrighty, so yeah, the first day is kind of like the free day. I'll turn Twitch chat back on. Oh, that's so hard to read right there. So your Twitch streams are footage for your YouTube channel as well? Yes, there is a lot of content that I do on my YouTube channel that is exclusive to my YouTube channel, like my in-depth discussion videos that my channel is most well known for. Speaking of, my video of those that has done the best, which is a history of Roller Coaster Tycoon, is literally about to reach 250,000 views, which is absolutely insane. Like, it's crazy to think that something I made has reached, you know, that level of attention. Pretty much none of my other videos have reached anything near that. But yeah, my playthrough stuff is typically streamed on Twitch first and then cut up into episodes, and then I upload it to YouTube on like a daily upload schedule. So if I stream this all in one sitting and cut this up into, let's say it's 30 parts for 30 days, then that'll be like daily upload schedule for like the next month, essentially. But yeah, my YouTube is most well known for the stuff that I put a lot of editing time into, which the next video is almost done. It's going to be on my university essay on how Assassin's Creed 2 abstracts the past, which I turned in for my class on the use of history in video games, which is probably one of my favorite classes I've ever taken. That video is almost done, just needs a couple minor edits, some metadata, and like a thumbnail and stuff like that, then I'll be done. I'm already working on the script for the next video, which is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX versus Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, for like, which I think it was the better remake and which brought more to the table over their original releases. So I'm busy with that kind of stuff, and when it comes to playthrough kind of stuff, it's typically done on Twitch, and then I go into like the Twitch highlighter, cut it up into parts, develop thumbnails, develop freaking descriptions, playlists, metadata, and then I schedule it all for like daily uploads and stuff. This is really extra large big brain time right now. When it comes to my daily uploads, the series that I got the most ahead of, that I'm taking a little bit of a break from, is my Assassin's Creed series. If I just died, like right now, my YouTube channel would still be automatically uploading videos daily until the end of this month. Like that's literally the state of my YouTube channel. So, you know, there's that. So yes, this will be on YouTube on like a daily kind of upload basis thingamabob. So that's the first day done, meaning this is probably going to be the end of this first part, because I'll probably cut it up into like maybe 1 day per part, maybe 2 days per part. I don't know. I'll find out when I get to the editing phase. Sure, let's save. I'd love to save. Thank you for asking. So I guess it saves after every day.